Everybody, Elite Drumman here. Guys, we have an absolutely insane, sad, and overall amazing video for today. Guys, this episode was absolutely insane, very sad, a little bit of funniness towards the end, but guys, I think it's only right we start off with the very first Easter egg. Before I even say to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, join the Discord, clap that like button like I clap Elite Drill Woman. Guys, let's get into the video. So, at the very beginning, we can actually end up seeing how there's a literal Easter egg nodding towards Steak. If you look right here, next to the dead mutant Skibidi toilet, you can see that there's an egg Skibidi toilet, officially making it canon, because Steak, Boom said if I added in, then it would be canon, because Steak said he wouldn't, and it's right there in the real episode, you guys. Absolutely insane. After this, we look from side to side, and then we go all the way down to the end of the hallway where we're about to be caught by a Skibidi toilet, but then we get turned invisible by someone. After we are nearly caught, after we're nearly caught by the Skibidi toilet, we look behind us, and we actually end up seeing one of the two secret agents that we end up seeing at the end of the episode, as we end up seeing the Dark Speaker Man come out of camouflage. We see him hiding behind a wall again. As we go into the scientist factory, we hear Boom saying how, well then I guess I can't be trusted, and my little pawn will kill you, as he pulls back the TV screen, and the scientist doesn't really care, and he ends up doing the smiley face, of course, as the Skibidi toilet ends up catching us, but we dodge him at the very last minute, and he ends up being like, okay, you caught him, but did you see this coming? And then he uses a freaking laser, which we were able to dodge just in time, but nope, we weren't able to dodge this one, and we got hit. After the scientist is a wimp and trying to escape, he's like, uh-oh, how do you have that? Then he's like, psych, I'm out of here, peace. He's like, and then the plunger cameraman uses the device and obviously stops him from teleporting, and he's like, Urgh. And then he starts coming towards us, slower, and then he has a freaking laser! I kid you not, this man pulled out a laser out of his ass. After this, we can see how the Dark Speaker Man goes to try and attack him, but then the scientist freaking catches the man, and he ends up throwing the plunger cameraman away, and then he tears the freaking Dark Speaker Man in half. Now guys, this really isn't good. And then after we see how he threw the sphere in his head, the scientist just easily caught him with ease, you guys. With ease. And after this, the freaking Dark Speaker Man flew right back, even though he was cut right in half, and broke his glasses and stabbed him nearly in the eye. Nearly, but he got him in the cheek. And then the plunger cameraman threw his freaking plunger and destroyed his other eye. After this, we get hit with that giant laser, but we were able to block it with the gun just in time. After this, we can see how the Dark Speaker Man was giving his final flip-off to the scientist as he gets killed, sadly. After this, we can end up seeing how he finally takes away that power to the green device that Boom gave him, and then he starts to teleport away, and then we see the big TV man as he says, I don't know who the fuck you are, as he comes in and he starts taking away all of the teleport smoke, which I didn't even know was possible, but take a listen for yourself. And after this, he uses his overpowered white beam to send this man back with flying speed, and he ends up crashing into the freaking wall. As he flies into a brand new hole to try and escape, nope, he doesn't even escape. He gets into a freaking bigger scientist G-Man clone, and the Dark TV Man says, everybody back now. Take a listen for yourself. God, and my God, this man had a good reason for saying back now. Do you realize that this man pulled out a freaking gigantuan scientist clone? Even after they closed the door, he freaking got bada-boomed by this laser. I don't know how he didn't die. But after this, we end up seeing how the other door opens with the Lady Trio and the other Sigma, although Sigma no longer, as he unfortunately died. As he starts shooting at the scientist, he gets shot down by the scientist with his giant lasers. And after this, we can see how the scientist puts a grin on, and then that grin is so quickly wiped away. Because after his green is absolutely wiped away, my god, he scrammed like a freaking horror show. Look at the man. He scrammed like it was a freaking horror show. Dear God. And then he starts crashing into all these places. And even after this, we can even see how the lady trio was actually drilling into the back of him the entire time. Here, listen. Take a look for yourself, see? There's a hole right there into the interior of where the lady trio was actually drilling into the back of the scientist to kill him. And after this, we see how the lady trio is all ganging up on the scientist, and they've brutally wounded him, with the lead TV woman wounding him the most, burning his flesh. And we can see how the scientist uses one last technique to try and escape. Oh, but no, the Titans are there! He lets out one of the worst screams again to try and escape, but the Titan cameraman grabs him, he looks at him, and then he freaking burns him to a crisp, and then he hands him to Titan TV Man, who uses the Roblox Chad face, crushes his back, and then the freaking Titan Speaker Man goes all out. The man went ham! After he waits for the scientist to stop screaming, he's like, have mercy. He's like, hell no, and then my man, dear God, fuck, you can stop now. Holy fuck, you can stop now, Titan Speaker Man. The man keeps getting faster and faster, remembering all the things that the scientist had ever did to him, mind controlled him, infected him, made him kill his friends. My God, dear, okay. Okay, you got him, you got him. And then we see how he's absolutely decimated. Nothing left. And then the plunger cameraman, he takes off his lens, and we see the big TV man, as he says, just a scratch. And after this, we end up seeing someone who I never thought we would end up seeing. Well, actually, after the scene, we end up seeing, sadly, how the Dark Speaker Man gives his last handshake with his brother before he dies. And this is so sad, because I didn't think that the Dark Speaker Man or Plunger Cameraman would ever die. As we look to the camera woman as they're sad, we end up seeing transmission error and recording error, as we end up seeing the freaking lucky cameraman. He is alive. Dear God. Then we end up seeing the two invisible agents that end up coming visible for us only, I think. And as this ends up happening, they end up exchanging handshakes, and they both have freaking green suits, as they end up using a green flash bomb on us, and it ends up showing us Tafuk Boom, as he says, well done, Plunger Man. Thanks to you, that scientist is cooked. Here, take a listen for yourself.
Well done. Thanks to you, that scientist is cooked. However, bigger threat is coming. That's why certain things have to remain secret.
And then he ends up, as he said, saying, however, there are bigger threats. And then he says, this is why certain things have to remain secret. Now, this is definitely true. Now, as the cameraman actually walks in and brings him the memory card to Plunger Man, I would assume is what this is, we end up seeing a TV man head, a cameraman head, a speaker man head, but we also see a freaking computer. Maybe we will actually get the computer race in this series. What do you think, you guys? And after this, he ends up saying this.
There is no evidence left, except one thing. This battle, you did not survive. Plunger.
And then he says, however, there's one thing left, one piece of evidence. This battle, you did not survive, Plunger Man. Now, this is really sad, obviously, because Plunger Man has been with us since pretty much all of the early episodes, and now this really does paint Tafuk Boom as the main villain. Now, of course, he's like an anti-villain. He's like trying to help the Alliance, but he's also killing people who know too much, which is really sad considering the fact that the Plunger Cameraman is literally one of the main freaking characters behind the Titans. and this is really sad to see that he had to die. But after we returned back to our normal vision, the two cameramen are actually gone, and we end up seeing how we start exploding. Our legs are gone, and the camera woman tries to come and comfort us, trying to stop it from, hurting. And the TV woman stops her with a sad face as we end up going up into flames, and we give our last thumbs up to Titan Cameraman. And this was really sad, you guys. Now, of course, the plunger cameraman died, but there was something else that you guys, that we saw in the extra scene, you guys. But as he goes up in flames, and it says camera offline, but as we give our last thumbs up, and we sadly go camera offline, and as we burn up in flames, as we sadly die, we end up seeing something totally different. As we zoom out, we end up seeing a giant facility of cameramen everywhere, all paying their respects with a thumbs up. Even camera doctors, which I didn't even know were in the series, and we end up seeing someone brand new that we've never actually seen before. We see a red large cameraman, you guys. This is absolutely insane, and we even end up seeing a detective cameraman who doesn't give a thumbs up, which is really sad, but he probably didn't know him that much, and he's probably very new, which is probably why this detective didn't actually give his thumbs up. But the red large cameraman could end up being a main character, but furthermore, this detective might play a role in the future. He does look very cool, but we don't know for now. But for most of these secret scenes, we didn't really get much information other than the fact that they paid their respects, and they all know that Defuk Boom has secrets, and meaning Defuk Boom would have to kill every single one of these 11 cameramen. Now, I don't think Defuk Boom is gonna obviously do this, but if he does, whew. Defuk Boom, you're gonna have a lot to explain, brother, to the Titans. And after this, the POV actually ends up giving his thumbs up as well. Now, guys, if you like my video, as usual, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, join the Discord, you guys. Clap that like button like I clap Elite Drill Woman. Thank you so much for watching my video, you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. It's really sad that we lost these legends, but as I said, it's gonna be alright, you guys. Just hit that subscribe button for more videos, and guys, Elite Drum Man out. Peace.